Squirrels! So hello, and welcome to another Legends of Runeterra video. My name is Chris, and today we will be playing a deck called Tricksters because it is a Fizz ZOE elusive deck. Very, very exciting. Pretty different to other things that we may have seen before. I'm not gonna lie, this deck is, if you're only obsessed with climbing the ranked ladder, then this might not be the deck for you, but it is certainly an interesting list that also gets to use Wiggly Burblefish. I had to include this card. Who wouldn't want to include this, whatever it is, a Burblefish, I guess. I haven't read this. I'll read this in my own time. But this is the deck. It's essentially, an elusives with spells. Different kind of lists are going around with, you've got a Freljord version with Starlit Seer. I've seen P&Z versions with obviously Daring Porrows and stuff, but I thought I'd show you a ZOE deck with a Bilgewater version. Bilgewater, of course, does have access to some elusives and some pretty decent ones at that. Lounging Lizard obviously goes very well with the whole gem idea, of course, because it will heal the Lounging Lizard, allowing it to stay alive and obviously increasing its attack. So it works pretty well in terms of that. You've obviously got some good Targon cards in there, and obviously with Spell Thief, leveling up Fizz can become somewhat easy in this deck, with all the gems and all of, the stuff like Spell Thief, stuff like Sketcher can get you spells, obviously, and just a bunch of small spells. And then, yeah, we've got a pretty nice elusive deck here overall. As I say, I don't think this is going to be tier 1 when everything is said and done. But, against decks that aren't prepared for it, it can definitely blow opponents away. So let's get into some games and see how we do. So the opponent is on the Freljord version, which is certainly interesting. What do we want in a mirror? Could we level up Fizz and get a bunch of spells going? Potentially. Wiggly Burblefish. We only have the Spell Thief in hand. The Spell Thief could be pretty good here, I think, overall. I guess we'll keep us somewhat of a curve here. This is a very good draw for either of those units, really. But we will start with Fizz, see what they go with. If it's ZOE on 1 is probably worth, trading into. So we'll see if he wants to trade. He does. Well, that's fine. As I say, ZOE on 1, he can level it up somewhat easily, and we probably don't want that. We do have a very... and because we've got this powerful 2 into 3, we feel okay with that. But that's the main reason why. So we will go Mentor here and, buff up this Sparklefly. There is ZOE, but we are still going to go for Mentor. Next time we could go ZOE Mentor. Play Solari Priestess, that's fine for us.
Daylight warms the heart and lights the way.
So we will get this 3-4 elusive going. And hopefully, hopefully he doesn't find too many elusives here, because we could pose a real threat with this. Find a bunch of gems as well. So we have Spacey, discard targets. We also have ZOE, of course. I think this turn, most likely we will go ZOE into another Mentor. Trapper as well. Yeah, we'll just play another Mentor. We'll probably buff up the ZOE. We want to diversify our threats. Wow, that's an interesting attack. I think I will do this. I don't see why not. We've got gems to get that health back up. And obviously, the way he attacked there also, bad attack order, my friend. Should have gone Trapper first so that I couldn't heal. He hasn't actually played a spell yet, I believe. So I will start with this. Which does give us the chance, obviously, for Pale Cascade draw as well. We'll buff up the ZOE. We're fine with this. hasn't played a spell, has he? Am I going crazy? There's a Yeti. That could be a bit of a problem, but we'll sketch of that. We'll just get rid of one of the gems. And we will probably... Crescent Strike could be a bit of a blowout here. I kind of like Crescent Strike attacking wise, to be honest. Obviously this is also pretty interesting. But I think I'll take Crescent Strike. I will probably do this as well, just to see what we find. Find another Trickster. I don't think we need 2 Crescent Strikes. I think we will go Trickster now. Just in case things go wrong. Pass there. Yeah, things right now obviously looking pretty good. We could potentially stun something if we don't like it as well. Open attack, pretty good for us. We'll just block like so. So I think what we'll do here is actually just jam and pass. Just see what our opponent does first. He's the one who needs to obviously use his mana. He's not willing to. What is in your hand if you're not willing to use any mana? It must be Frostbites, I think. There's no way you're playing like... I'll just jam first again and pass. Another Seer, that's fine. Comet. Yeah, that's fine. We've got another ZOE here. Obviously it's not buffed up, but that's fine. So now... That was his first spell, right? Comet? I think so, yeah. Yeah, so no need to take that just yet. So now his only real out, I think, is Flash Freeze, right? So we're going to Flash Freeze, Harsh Winds, you know, all of them. So we're going to try and diversify our threats as much as we can here. Did that level Fizz? Yeah. I was wondering what the noise was. And then we'll attack. It does have the Harsh Winds. Somewhat. But we're still on 19, so I still feel pretty fine about that. We can also steal a Harsh Winds at any point we want. Is it worth paling now? No, let's save it. We can use this. We can use the Mountain Goat as well. Just as an extra blocker. We will play this, and we will go for... I don't think we need any more elusives, so we'll probably just get the charger down. Again, another blocker. Actually blocks the Yeti, so we kind of can't open attack here, and then we can Crescent Strike. Good old slippery Wave Rider. Goes for an open attack. I mean, I will block both of these. Okay. Interesting. You've piqued my interest, my friend. I think I will still block you. I'll probably block you. I can take that. Keep our elusives alive. We kill the Yeti. We also deal with one of these Starlit Seers. Now, is there any need to do anything too big here? You would need Harsh Winds again. So how are we beating Harsh Winds? Does this deck run any... See, that's the thing. I'm not quite familiar enough yet with every deck to know, you know, what removal does this run? think I'll start with Spell Thief. I just want to see what he's gonna do first. We'll take the Comet, I guess. He needs more Frostbites. I think Frostbites is the only way, so I probably will develop the Wave Rider. Yeah, I will. It's just too big a threat not to. If he's happy to pass the turn, then so am I. Again, we will be diversifying our threats. There's a Bastion. That's... Do we pre-commit Bastion? Probably, right? Yeah, and we go in now. And with this Bastion, I mean, with Pale as well, like, he'd have to have a very, very, very specific hand to be able to stop this. Like, it would have to be, what, Harsh Winds, Flash Freeze, I Pale, this, I guess. Okay, so he has one thing. Then he can Flash Freeze. So wow, he actually had a hand to beat that. Does he have another one? I guess I'll put it on you in case it's a Brittle Steel. Do you have another? No! Okay, wow. Our opponent really did draw all of his freezes. Wow. Well, we got there. We got there. Ooh, Scouts. And maybe traditional Scouts. The Plaza version runs Garen, I think, instead of Quinn. But I think Quinn is still fine in that deck overall. Fizzy Fizz Fizz. Lounging Lizard. Vigor. Bastion. I don't think we'll need the Bastion. Fizz on 1. Vigor. Vigor could be good, I guess, for the challenges. We're attacking on 3, so Lizard becomes a bit better. Let's see. Fleet Feather. Butcher. Butcher probably means it is a Grand Plaza version. Or more likely, I guess, because you're not in Allegiance at that point. Do I care about that? I don't think so. This is funny. So we probably want to just skip that block and go on to the next turn. And then we could probably play Mentor here, I guess, onto this Fizz. You know, Mentor on 3 is always pretty good. We also have this Sunblessed Vigor, depending on what he drops. We'll drop nothing. Which makes me think it's probably Grand Plaza. Do I want to commit here to anything? I don't think so. But I also think I don't want to commit to you either. Because you're probably just going to get challenged next turn. So yeah, we'll let you die as well. Now we will have... Whoa, a pass. Oh, that's great for us. That is perfect for us. I was very much expecting a Grand Plaza there. So not seeing it is extremely good. We can potentially use these sketches. I mean, that's about as good a sketch a target you're going to get. So what do we want? We are scared somewhat of challenges. You know, pestering off Fizz. We could go for... I mean, we don't really need Moonglow on Fizz, because obviously the spells kind of do that anyway. Silencing a follower. It's good if he does drop Grand Plaza. I think I want the unit though. We've essentially discarded a gem to trade with the Grizzled Ranger. I think that's pretty good. think that's in our favor.
The dead don't need riches.
Ah, you see. I will still do this as well, though. Another charger. If he's not going to attack, I guess I could open attack here, right?
One star's whipsy is another spark.
Let's put some pressure on him. But now I do have a choice. I could go lizard. That does help. That does help. Let's go lizard. You can never really get rid of Fizz, so that's fine. And because of the draw of the Pale Cascade, we can trick some things out as well. He must have like Quinn in hand. He must him passing on 3 either means that he's on like double Ranger, like very specific hands, right? So he finds probably, you know, the best target you could hope for, really. In that, but these chargers are still trading with it, so that's fine. We'll probably put a gem on the old Fizz, knowing that he can't really do much about that. And we'll come and attack with all of these. He could go for a sharp sight here, but we do have the Sunblessed Vigor. Which actually, okay, he doesn't have sharp sight. Otherwise, I think he would have used it. So he's down on 5. That's pretty good. I could keep this alive, but I'm fine for now. The Sketcher is also a nice blocker. And yeah, so we can pass there. Lizard does start to take some damage, but this triple Vigor hand, you know, should be able to keep us through. Do see a Quinn. So we are going to take some damage here. I guess the onus is on him, really, to do something, though. Like, he has to attack, so we can pass. And that's somewhat of a weakness, by the way, with Grand Plaza and these Demacia decks in general, is that they have to attack. They can't really afford to pass. Interesting to see if he attacks with the Quinn. Doesn't attack with the Valor either. So I can definitely just take that. Now I think I will go Zap. Can't say no to Fizz. Okay, that Pale should be able to see us over the line. He's going to go in there with that. So I think I will play this. I'll probably just block you out as well. Into a Butcher. Okay, so right now then, if he goes for a sharp sight, let's protect our Fizz here. And go in. And yes! Woo! Wanna see a trick?